I just want to eat this and nothing but this all day. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Wrestling with My Appetite, the show where I take a look at some of the greatest things you can eat around the Plattsburgh, New York area, all while talking about the fun world of professional wrestling. My name is the Unbreakable Caden LeDuc, and on this episode, one of my favorite foods, maybe my favorite food, we're going sushi. Yeah? So this is from Koto Japanese Steakhouse. So it's a great sushi place in Plattsburgh, New York. Also, they've got hibachi there. Some great food all around. Not very expensive either. For the quality of food you get, it's fresh ingredients, tastes very good. And for the quality that you get, not very expensive at all. So what we got here is a few different rolls. We've got the American roll. We've got, I believe that is a shrimp tempura roll. And then we've got a classic New York roll. Basically, what that would be, it's rice, salmon, avocado, onion, some sauce on there, some roe, and then the shrimp tempura roll is pretty self-explanatory. It's shrimp tempura. So we're gonna eat these sushis. Little word, sushis. And also in the wrestling portion of this episode, I'm going to be talking about my feud with Scrap Iron. One of my biggest PAC feuds, and this is going to be the last episode of the PAC part of my wrestling journey until we get some more shows going on. So we'll eat the sushi. We'll talk about Scrap Iron. Let's get to it, guys. All right, I'm getting closer so you guys can see. I'm gonna attempt, probably unsuccessfully, but I'm going to attempt to use these chopsticks. All right, what do we start with? Let's go with this. Let's go with the shrimp tempura first. Watch. All right. Not bad with the chopsticks, right? I don't know about that one. It tastes nice, but I'm not sure about the fried shrimp with sushi. I like sushi to be cold, you know. Let's try the New York roll. I love sushi, man. I love sushi. Like I said, it's probably my favorite thing to eat. I could eat this with every meal, honestly. And Koto has some really good sushi. So where we last left off on the wrestling portion, I had just retained my PAC Extreme title over Casanova at PAC Indestructible 1, and also had lost the PAC Tag Team titles to Jack Vegas and Barracuda. Now, what happened next, it was a few months before we had another show, but I would say I kind of resumed my feud with Scrap Iron. Now, Scrap Iron is aka Justin Gatter. Great, he's the owner of PAC. Hopefully I'm not breaking any ground by revealing that. But very good wrestler, and great at getting the crowd riled up. Like that whole family, because him and Jack Vegas and Barracuda are all brothers. That whole family is great at getting the crowd riled up. But so I resumed my feud with Scrap Iron. The feud was essentially me telling him, because he had just defeated Bill the Crusher Bigelow in the main event of PAC Indestructible, and he, in doing so, earned a shot at my PAC Extreme Championship. And me, the story was basically me telling him, you have to step it up to beat me, right? Congratulations, you stepped it up against Bill the Crusher Bigelow. You beat him in a last man standing match, but in order to beat me for this title, you're going to have to step it up, and you're going to have to be the best that you possibly can be. Scrap Iron said that because he had his eyes on me for a long time, because I had super kicked him, going way back to the first episode of this series. I had super kicked him in my wrestling debut. And from then on, we had never wrestled each other. We never really interacted very much until the main event of PAC Fright Fight 5, when we finally had our match. And I like the way the match went. I think it's probably my best PAC match. Some interference at the end from his good brothers, but not. I guess it wasn't really interference that he asked for. It was interference that somebody else had asked for. And we'll get to that. But for now, we're gonna send this to the match. But before we do that, I'm just gonna tell a quick story. Earlier in the show, I had a football game that day in Saranac, New York. We won, by the way. I think it was like 14-7, low scoring game, but still we won. and I had to rush right from there to Mineville, New York, which is about an hour drive, for the show. The game got done at like 4. The show was at like 5, so I had to get right there. We were in the main event, so I could have showed up late, but I didn't want to. I got there right before the show had started. Like literally, we were about to start the show and turn the lights on and everything as soon as I got there, which was cool. So the story we put into it was Caden LeDuc's not here. That's what we had. Scrap Iron go out and we cut a promo after the first time. I was there at the time, but he went out and cut a promo saying basically, you know, how many of you guys want to see me beat up Caden LeDuc? Yay! Oh, he's not here though. Boo! You know, Natron, the GM, said that if I didn't show up by after intermission, then I'd be stripped of the title. I did show up by intermission. I super kicked Harry Weenie. Yes, that is his name, Harry Weenie, who is a hot dog that is a referee. I super kicked him, cut a promo on Scrap Iron, got the crowd fired up, and the crowd was really fired up to see our match. So how did that match go? Let's take a look at it right now. I just said nothing but this all day. So good. Try this one apart. There we go. Try the, this is the New York roll, I believe, again. Let's go with that. No, my chopsticks are defective. No! 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 It's sticking. No! Oh no. Oh no. I don't know how to use chopsticks. So, Scrap Iron won, and my PAC Extreme title reign was over. That reign lasted a year and a half, and I think I did great things with that title. And I don't want to sound cocky or anything, but I really, really do think I did great things with that title. That title had gone multiple shows before I had won it without even being defended. It was a total afterthought. Didn't matter. And that wasn't because of the champion or anything. That was because it just wasn't in the cards at the time. And I made that title to where it main evented 2 out of 3 shows. And was a big part of that one that it didn't main event. So I'm really proud of my Extreme title reign. Am I the greatest Extreme champion of all time? Maybe. But I think I did a lot of things. I defended it against all comers. I got the crowd really involved in that reign. When it was over, it was a little bit hard to deal with. But it was the right choice. It was the right way to end it. And so elephant in the room, Bill the Crusher Bigelow turned on me and Nick Cruz and joined forces with Jack Vegas and Barracuda to form Team Mohawk. They turned on Scrap Iron as well. And then that's kind of where we've left off in PAC right now. Bill the Crusher Bigelow is the PAC World Champion. Thought there might be something going on there with me and him after that fight, but not in the cards. So what I've been doing since then is I have moved into a feud with Supernova, the worst man alive. Basically, it's just, it's as simple as who's the best. Is it me? Is it Supernova? Who is the best wrestler in PAC? I believe it's me, he believes it's him. But at the end of the day, once PAC Indestructible happens, once this pandemic's over, once we step into that ring, he's in for a world of hurt. And I really think that he doesn't know what he's getting himself into when it comes to stepping in the ring with me. But I did know what I was getting myself into with this sushi, and I'm going to continue to eat it because it's delicious. Koto Japanese Steakhouse, people. That's all I gotta say. Do it. Do it right now. Right now. If you were in Plattsburgh, call them up right now. Get a sushi roll. Go to get some hibachi. Obviously, you can only do takeout right now. Go home, eat it, record yourself eating it if you have to, like I'm doing. Doesn't matter. It's delicious. And with that, my appetite has been defeated. Well, not really, because this sushi is amazing and I want to keep eating it, but I don't want to just eat this whole stuff on the video because I don't want you people to judge me for eating it. But in summation, Scrap Iron's the PAC Extreme Champion, and that's kind of where we left off. The next episode, going to be a very special episode. It's going to be about my time so far in World of Hurt Wrestling, my journey there, and I'm really proud of what I've done there so far. Really happy that they invited me in, and Johnny Money, the greatest wrestler alive, they invited him in too. Great people over there, just like in PAC. And that was the last PAC match I've had today. Was the Scrap Iron match, and there'll be many more. Don't worry, there'll be many more. Supernova, you're one of those. You're one of those, and whether it happens in 2 weeks or 2 months, it's gonna be hell to pay for you, Supernova, because I've heard everything you said. It makes me laugh, some of it, but some of it just pisses me off, and some of it makes me want to just beat you in the middle of that ring, and that's what I'm going to do. With that said, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Koto Japanese Steakhouse, check them out. Can't recommend them enough. Good prices, good food, all the way around. And stay tuned for a few more episodes from now, because we'll be having a very special guest on. My first guest, can confirm, will be on episode, I believe, 10? Episode 10 or 11, one of those two. I believe this is episode 9, so episode 11, just be prepared. Thank you guys for watching this. Stay unbreakable. Like, share, subscribe, wash your hands, and I love you guys. Peace.